Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown's Expedition to the Emmys week, celebrating TV's biggest night by doing what we do best, bringing Hollywood home at a budget. I probably should have said this yesterday, but you already know it by now. If you don't, we are now doing a 5-day-a-week format. We used to do it to start this channel, but that was a heavy load to do. I like to think we matured our process enough that we can actually go back to doing a 5-day format and actually do an entire week of content. But anyway, one review, Monday to Friday. It's Tuesday and our Emmys week continues with a little bit of a history lesson for you. Remember the days where a quote used to come not from memes or TikToks or any of that BS, but from books, or in this case, silver and small screen giants aplenty. So, what do all those quotes mean? And more importantly, where and who did they come from? We're all about to find out with the Don't Quote Me game, which had quite a moment way back when. This is the TV Guide edition, making it right in my wheelhouse. And it was purchased from Red, White, and Blue Thrift Store for $4.99. You see all these quotes represented in here, and that's the way it is. That's Walter Cronkite. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's Jerry Seinfeld. The Tribe has spoken. Jeff Prost, Survivor. Evidently, fear is not a factor for you, Joe Rogan. Fear factor. This would be David Letterman, and this would be Rod Serling. Make It So. I believe that's Star Trek, if I could put a finger on it. Leonard Nimoy. Spock, I think. Spock. Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams. Of course, Robin Leach. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Well, isn't that special? And that quote, I don't know where it came from. But you know what? We're gonna find out right now as we take a look at the game of skill, knowledge, and really, really good guesses. The most memorable TV and movie lines of our times, and the amazing characters behind them, all divided into these categories. Stay tuned. Comedy, news, talk, sports, movies, and drama. So, let's open this up. First order of business, as always, is to look at the instructions to grasp gameplay from the get-go. It's actually quite a simple game, but you gotta have an extensive knowledge of film and TV to even attempt it. Welcome to Don't Quote Me TV Guide Edition. Your goal is to move around the game board by correctly identifying the speakers of the quotes you will hear. Be the first to return to your home space to win. Play as individuals, 2 to 5 players, or in teams. Either way, have fun. Ages 14 to adult from Wiggles 3D Limited, based in Canada. Alright, let's open up this instruction pamphlet and get a good grasp at gameplay. Again, fairly simple, but you gotta know your TV. You gotta know your movies. As always, 10 seconds if you don't mind the construction noise. There you go, 10 seconds. So let's take a look at the game board here. This is a pentagon game board, which you have to put together yourself. In fact, there are 10 pieces to this pentagon game board. Unwrap and assemble it. It's easy. Just connect color by color, and you'll be on your way. Connect red to red, purple to purple. As long as you learn how to connect by color, this would be fairly easy to assemble. So that's your Pentagon game board with TV Guide and Don't Quote Me spaces. Here we have your playing pieces, and we have 5 in all in various colors. Orange, blue, these are quotation mark playing pieces, by the way. And the other 3 are in here, but they're a bit tricky to get out because of these dividers, which we don't need. By the way, you see them. Yellow, green, purple, blue, and orange. There you go. And these are the all-important cards. These are the quote cards, these are your category cards, and in all, we have 350 cards. 100 TV guide cards, 250 quote cards. The TV guide cards have an image of a TV set as well as a topic and description. The quote cards are used for basic gameplay. You place them in the card tray. So I would assume these are, the TV guide cards. Voice of the Machine, Rescue, Coming of Age, Good vs. Evil, Medical Drama, Dawson's Creek, Heroines, Paranormal, Televised Wrestling, Welcome Soccer Entertainment, definitely my wheelhouse, Crime Scene Investigation, Comedians Doing Talk, tabloid TV shows, been there, done that, family shows, SNL, That's 70 So, Will and Grace, Shall I Go On, Shows by Numbers, Crime Stoppers, soap operas. You get the gist, right? Anyway, the quote cards are for basic gameplay, and we'll talk more about those in a bit. The TV guide cards, well, they go a step further and deeper. Now, depending on which space you land on the Pentagon game board, that will determine the category that you select. The color matches the category, okay? It contains Let It Ride, Who Am I, 1 + 1 is 3, Name 'em, and special spaces that you could use at any time. Special instructions on your next turn to use to your advantage to try and trick the other players, okay? You gotta name characters. You gotta name 2 things that go along with each show. You gotta name the title, and you gotta name the plot in these TV guide spaces. And they're pretty cool here. I mean, they do run the gamut when it comes to TV shows. And if we continue perusing through this, we might not have time to go through the quotes in here. Oh, home decorating shows. Hello, Trading Spaces. Hello, Paige Davis. American Idol. Young sitcom stars. Oh yeah, Friends. If you're watching this in real time, wait until Friday. Big things do come in small packages. As for young sitcom stars, Yep, generations of TV classics, all represented in here. The stuff that everybody can recognize. That's enough of that. Now let's move on to the quote cards. And there are more quote cards than TV guide cards, and for good reason. Because the main deal of the game is to guess the quotes. And there are certain stages to guessing the quotes. In fact, I'll tell you here how to score on these Don't Quote Me cards. There are 5 categories, and we just mentioned them on the box here. You get 3 points for identifying the speaker based on the quote alone, so you gotta guess who said it. However, if you need a couple of hints, they're listed here in this space, and you get 2 points if you guess the speaker with these hints. And if you have to guess through one of 3 multiple choice options, listed here on the back, at the top on the other side of this quote card, then you only get 1 point. So the more help you need, the less points you get. So that's basic gameplay. It's a little bit different for team play, but now you get the gist of it. Anyway, first player to reach their home space, ideally with the most amount of points, wins. And there you go. That's TV Guide's Don't Quote Me game. I'll show you a few more of these quote cards here. I mean, we already went through the TV Guide cards, and they happen to be my favorites more than the others, but still. You can put these about any which way. You can face them any which way because you'll always be reading them straight because of their shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentagon-shaped cards right here. Pretty cool. They have the quotes on one side and the info on the other side. The info, of course, decreases your chances of winning a high amount of points. Anywhere between 3 to 1. And we don't need these dividers, so we'll just remove them. Hey, whatever you can do to save up space. TV guides, don't quote me game. Our first don't quote me game. And you know what? Since it is TV guide, it'll probably be our last. Let's put it all back. Nice design on the box here. You just put it all back. Set the pull tabs closed. Open them up if you need to play again. And by the looks of this, you will be playing again. Anyway, we went over what's inside here. 1,750 quotes and questions. And a unique Pentagon game board. So there you go. Easy to play. And easy to like. TV guide. Don't quote me. Gets all 5 claps. Do quote me on this. This is a real thumb stopper. Just as you use your thumb to channel surf to find a good show or movie, it can be kind of the same when you're perusing the aisles of your local thrift store to see what kind of game you want to play with your family. And the thumb stops here, just as it used to do on the TV Guide channel. At least for a time. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.